The Marlins game 135 as every game seems to get bigger and bigger. We are 3 games out of the final National League wildcard spot.
Pitching matchup, it's a rematch from last Saturday in Miami with Eury Perez and Jake Irvin going head-to-head.
Jake Irvin, who has made 2 starts against Miami, 8 hits, 2 runs.
Luis Arraez, the Major League's leading hitter, will stand in inning 349.
That will help. A line drive base hit to center, and that's how his night starts. A line drive just off the glove of C.J. Abrams.
Well, here is Josh Bell. So Arraez is indeed on base. He's at first.
And right up the middle, Irvin knocks it down. Picks up the ball right near the pitching rubber. Did that get the bare hand?
Yeah, he tried to barehand it.
And Arraez down to second on the first out.
2 outs here at the top of the first inning now for Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz swings, and that's a rocket on a line towards right field. That's down for a base hit. Thomas up with the baseball. Throw comes in towards the plate, not in time. Throw to second. Jazz is safe there with a headfirst dive.
Good to score early for the Marlins. They haven't done it an awful lot this year, but they're able to jump on the board first, and they've got, of course, Jazz and
Marlins lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning here at Nationals Park tonight.
Eury Perez gets the ball for the Marlins. 16th major league start. No decision against the Nats on Saturday.
CJ, a couple of strikeouts, 0 for 5 against him. And a ball to right. CJ Later. That's his second leadoff homer of the year.
Instant offense ties this game here at the bottom of the first inning. Bang! Zoom goes Abrams with his 15th home run of the year.
Eury has been susceptible, Kelly, to that long ball this season. That's 11 in 74 innings, and that's a hefty load of homers.
One away.
Joey Meneses.
And Joey will take that one way outside.
Nationals have a 1-out base runner, and it brings up Keibert Ruiz in the cleanup spot.
Here's my fastball. You guys are seeing it. Show me that you can hit this pitch.
Anything but pull the string there. 97 miles an hour. And he got Ruiz to go up and out of the zone. 2 strikeouts here in the first inning for Perez. Travis Blankenhorn, one of the September call-ups for the Washington Nationals.
Runner on the move, and the pitch is inside. Travis Blankenhorn with a quality plate appearance.
So a home run, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks in the inning.
And no, this is just going to be to settle down Eury Perez.
You start to think, well, 25 at least to get through this first inning. How long Perez is around, if he can get back to being efficient, he'll get deeper in the ballgame that way. He's got to get through Carter Kieboom right here.
And Skip always talks about it too. How are those pitches? Are they in stressful innings? You would say that this right now would be a stressful inning.
Perez ready with an 0-2 and another fastball. Beats Kieboom.
A laborious bottom of the first inning for Eury Perez, who allows a homer to C.J. Abrams.
Second hit tonight for Arraez, and the Marlins have 2 in scoring position and nobody out to start the third. And instead it's ball 4, so the bases are loaded with nobody out. But if you're the Marlins,
you need to break it open.
Worst case scenario is like 2 runs.
Right.
Right.
For the Marlins right now, worst case scenario, and this is where you really need to make a team pay when you have them on the ropes like this in the top of the third inning.
3-2 line to center and caught out there by Young. Stallings in to score. Arraez moves to third. Marlins get a run on the sac fly. On the corners for Jazz, who had the RBI single in the first inning. Double and a home run for him last night. And a bouncer to first. Smith goes to second for 1. Safe. Jazz beat it out, and that'll get the Marlins another run as Arraez scores. Jazz with the speed stays out of the double play.
Here's Lane Thomas second time around. Good to see Lane back in the lineup.
Swing a long drive left field. Forget about this one. It's way back there, and it is long gone. Halfway up section 104. A long home run for Lane Thomas on a 2-0 pitch. His 21st. It's now 3-2 Miami. Thomas was all over that fastball, inner third of the plate.
And for the 4th time in his young career, Eury Perez gives up 2 home runs in 1 game.
There's Travis Blankenhorn. 2 down for the left-handed hitting Blankenhorn.
Oh, that ball's well hit. See you later, Travis Blankenhorn. Welcome to the Washington Nationals. You've just tied the game.
Top of the zone. Get on top of that heater, Travis, and welcome. We like you. We'll enjoy you for a little bit here. Nicely done.
Eury Perez has allowed 3 solo homers in this ball game. That's the second one that he's allowed here in the bottom of the third.
and both of those coming on the fastball.
So the struggling Wendell, who is only 8 for his last 70, draws a walk with Jacob Stallings to the plate.
There goes Wendell again. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and Wendell's out.
Miami is challenged.
Yeah, Miami's going to go ahead and challenge, because from the naked eye, even though we're up high, it still looked like he was safe. That foot touches before the tag, and I feel like this one needs to be overturned.
And it didn't look as though he ever lost contact with the bag either.
No.
That right foot's really planted there.
The call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Miami retains their challenge.
David Martinez is going to opt for the intentional walk.
That's a nice job. Dominic Smith cuts it off, leads the pitcher, and the Nats are out of the inning.
Kyle Finnegan will stay in the ball game for the Washington Nationals. We're in the 10th inning. This is a 3-3 game.
Keyboom made a nice catch to prevent an error, but now Edwards is safe at first, and there are runners at first and third with nobody out, and Luis Arraez the batter.
Hot shot. Dom Smith coming home. They've got the runner hung up. He's going to run toward him.
I'll get him going back to third. They're going to take it.
So they'll get him, but the other runners end up at second and third, which is what they should do.
But the Marlins have runners at second and third with one out. Josh Bell is the batter.
Up the middle, diving play. Abrams goes to third, and they did get a rise. All right, a run scored. Well, they're going to challenge it. So I'm with you. I didn't think that they got him.
I guess they're going to say the Marlins are thinking Keyboom never tagged Luis Arraez, which, by the way, he didn't. But the umpire at third, Adam Beck, called him out. So Arraez never even went back to the bag at third and touched it. So I'm not sure how the umpires can rule this play. He was never out of the baseline, and I never saw a tag applied on Arraez.
To review, the call on the field stands. The runner is out. Miami loses their challenge.
We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. The Marlins scored 1 in the top of the 10th and lead 4-3, and they'll go to their now closer, Tanner Scott. Lane Thomas leads off against Scott.
Lane Thomas, base hit, left center. He's going to round the bag hard. He's going to hold up.
Mr. Extra Innings is 6 for 6, and he has tied this game with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 10th.
Jazz has himself a single leading off the 11th inning, and the Marlins have runners on the corners with nobody out in the top of the 11th inning, and Brian De La Cruz will be the batter.
1 for 5, line drive, base hit, center field. That'll score 1. Jazz heads to third. Marlins take the lead again. Brian De La Cruz, RBI single.
But the Marlins are really in business now. They've gotten consecutive singles, and they're on the corners with nobody out for John Birdie.
Broken bat, up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. Jazz will score. De La Cruz heading toward third. Here comes the throw, and they got him. Birdie did move up to second on the backside of that play, but an RBI off the bench for Birdie makes it 6-4. Pitching change in D.C. Runner at second for Garrett Hampson. New pitcher is Mason Thompson.
Swung on and hit high and deep to center field. Going back is Young. Still going back. Warning track wall. It's gone. Garrett Hampson, his second of the season. A big fly to center field. The Marlins have opened this puppy up. They've really got themselves a little bit of a cushion now. Here in the 11th inning, they lead 8-4.
That's the first down here in the bottom of the 11th inning. And the batter now, Carter Keyboom.
Well placed, right side. David Ruiz, he will be sent by Gary DiSarcina. And the Marlins with a big lead will just throw it into second. So the Nats have scored again against Tanner Scott.
So it's up to Dominic Smith here with 2 outs in the 11th inning. In the dirt, Fortes clears himself, throws to first. It's a Marlins win. In extra innings, the Marlins hold off the Washington Nationals and take the first 2 of this 4-game series. Boy, a lot of back and forth in this ball game.